Now, when most of us think of ruins, we think of property. We think of buildings, objects, things. Rarely do we think of ruins in the context of human lives. Family, the reality is that buildings are not the only things that can be ruined. Houses, lands, churches, schools are not the only things that can be ruined, but family lives can be ruined. Households can be ruined. Marriages, relationships, childhood, levels of trust, all of these have the potential to be ruined. And there may be somebody under the sound of my voice today who has experienced some kind of ruin. Only you and God know what's been ruined in your life. Only you and God knows what needs to be rebuilt in your life. But whatever the case may be, God knows what needs to be rebuilt and how it needs to be rebuilt. But y'all listen here. When God does the rebuilding, he's going to do it his way. He's going to do it his way. He's going to put his own spin on it. So when God rebuilds something, don't expect it to be the same way it was before, because God always has something new up his sleeve. Just like Joe Clark was a new direction for Eastside, God has a new direction for somebody today. God knows how to make it better than it was before. Don't think that what God has done already is the best that God can do, because our God does not have a highest point. Our God does not have a best that he can do. He can always top what you see. You ain't seen nothing yet, because God ain't through blessing you. But while I'm on that subject, let's stay there for just a little bit, if you don't mind. Let me also say that while God knows what needs to be rebuilt, God also knows what needs to remain ruined. Can I say that again for the people in the back? God doesn't just know what needs to be rebuilt, but God also knows what needs to remain ruined. That's sometimes the reason why God allows certain things to come to ruin, so he can do a new thing, so he can do a better thing, so that certain harmful things can be ruined and better things can take effect. In other words, family, every ruin is not a punishment. Every ruin is not a bad thing. Some ruins are blessings in disguise. And I don't know about you, but I thank God for some of the relationships that have been ruined. I thank God for some of the opportunities that have been ruined, because God was protecting me from something that I could not see. And life has a way of teaching us that while some ruins warrant mourning, there are other ruins that ought to warrant gratitude. While some ruins are unfortunate, there are other ruins that we ought to give God praise for. Thank you, Lord, for ruining that job. Thank you, Lord, for ruining that opportunity. Thank you, Lord, for ruining that friendship. Thank you, Lord, for ruining that relationship. Some of y'all are probably saying, thank you, Lord, for ruining that marriage, because I didn't need to marry that crazy person. But whatever the case may be, thank you, Lord, for caring enough about me to protect me from what I couldn't see.